Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Let's watch two amazing games in Polish tanks. The first one being in this beast. We made the thumbnail. That was the thumbnail. Driven by Dasite from the CZ4R clan in his 60 TP. Polish behemoth. And I've noticed something. I've been doing the odd video of top damage games per nation, and it just clicked in. If you go back and watch some of the last week's videos, there are some interesting results in some nations. When you sort on the top damage results for a nation, for instance, Japan, what is it like? 28 out of the top 30 top damage result games are in the STB1. And there's a couple of Type 5 heavies. Why? Because the Type 5 heavy sucks. And that's no surprise to most people. The Type 5 heavy does suck, and the STB1 is really good. But the results were so lopsided, expected. Yesterday, though, we looked at the Czechoslovakian tanks, and we sorted the top damage games this patch in the Czech tank, and I was surprised 27 out of the top 30 top damage games were the VZ55. And you say, well, the VZ55 is a really good tank. It is, but I didn't think it was that much so dominant compared to the Czech medium tanks, which are good. I love the Czech medium tanks. I was surprised by that result. And when you look at the American, we did Americans a little while ago, and you go look back on those results, most completely dominated. Most top results for American tanks, the top damage results this patch, are TDs. You look at the list of the top 30 damage games for American tanks, and it's T110E3, 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 T110E4, T110E4, T110E3. Then there's a T110 E5 game. There's no patents. It's all TDs. There's some patterns that show up. If you just watch the last, I don't know, what did I do, 10 videos? I'm doing every nation. You get to see some fantastic games, but we learned something. And with this nation, with the Polish one, and this is surprising too, because the Polish medium tank, the tier 10, whoa, daddy, my teammate just exploded. Oh, boy, look, he starts inflaming. Okay. Dominating the top results for the Polish is the 60 TP, the heavy tank. The medium tank, I think it has 1 out of the top 10. And then you look at the top 30, it's almost all heavy tanks. So some nations are just skewed a certain way. Why is that? It's interesting. Is it the big guns? I think it's the big guns. The bigger the gun, the more chance you're going to have the big game, right? And that works for the VZ. Yesterday we determined that the VZ55 can do everything that the tier 10 medium tank can do, and it can do everything that the tier 10 medium tank can't do. It can bounce shots, and it has the big gun, 1,000 damage, and like boom, boom. And you're gonna take it. Oh, you like it like that? But it's interesting. Then you look at the Germans. We did Germany, and I think Germany is more balanced. It has some heavy tanks. That reward tank with the rear-mounted turret. There's a mouse in there. There's leopards in there. There's E50 in there. It's a more... There's, I think, a Relay as well, who had the game of his life. The German tech tree is more balanced. It has, if you store, say, the top 20, 30 damage results, there's more of a variation. So it's very interesting. And it's just a little anecdotal, just a thing. If you're interested in things. But it does tell you if you're going to go down the Czech lines, and you decided, well, I just want to have a Czech tank, but I'm not sure which one to, what line should I go down? You got to go down the heavy tank line. It's just better. For results-wise, statistically speaking. If you're going to go down the Japanese line and you're trying to decide one or the other, you should go down the medium line. If you're only going to get one American, if you're going down the American lines, you only want to, don't know what to do. Go for the T110E3 or T110E4. That's, you know, and the grind is good. The T30, you know, I know, it's just the way it is. Just the way it is, my friends. So check out the previous videos, and if you're in that situation, maybe you will glean something from them. But anyways, Mr. 60 TP has done 6,041 damage. They won the hill, the northwest part of this map, which is the part you have to win to dominate. And now he's moved into the city, but his team lost the other side. An enemy RU-251 has moved across past their base and is probably poking up. You know, see where the RU-251 is? He's over there somewhere. See? On the minimap, his last known position. So he's going to be trying to spot for his team. So this guy has to be careful. He could get... There he is. No, that's not him. That's a guard. No, that's a guard. I don't know where the RU-251 is. But he was over there just a little while ago. So he has to be careful that he could get spotted. Now the RU-251 looks like he moved. Oh, he did get spotted. Boom. He pumps 800 and the FV is still aiming, still aiming, still aiming, still aiming. What's the FV doing? I don't know what he's doing. Why is he in this game? And this guy's bounced the boat off. He's going right at that guy. Ooh, there's a lot of enemies. Boom! This guy's playing like aggressive. You're gonna get sniped by everyone now, buddy. And the FV is coming to the ship. This guy can do 1,700 damage, but not if you face hug him. He did 200. Ah, because he's a Muppet. And did you fire? No, he changed to HE. That's what he did. He changed to HE and took him out. Woo! Woo! And he keeps bouncing. The enemies just keep shooting him in the wrong spot. This guy is playing like a boss. Like a... He's just a boss. He's fighting with tier 8. He's proxy spotted. Everyone on the enemy team can see him. They should be able to shoot him from the other side. They're in his cap. Someone on his team has to handle the cap. He can't handle the cap. He can't do everything. He can shoot this guy though. Boom! 744. Now he can get in position to shoot the cap if the ELC spots the cap. The ELC is going for the cap. The ELC is doing a suicide run. The ELC is making it. He's going for it. Suicide run for the cap. The RU-251 is a pussy in the cap. He's trying to be very still in cap for victory, but he exploded. And the ELC gave his life for his team. But unfortunately, the ELC waited a long time to spot the cap. He could have been in a position to spot the cap much earlier, and maybe he's there. Maybe he's behind the dead tank. And he was. Funny? Okay, hey, how much HP do you have? Not enough. And now his team is in the cap. His T-34-2 is in the cap, and he's just saying, you know, you need to reset. Oh, he rushed that shot. He's gonna get shot by the Object 28... what is it? An Object 283? What? What the hell is an Object 283? Oh, it's that stupid tank. The stupid one. He takes a beautiful shot on the Object 140. What happened to the guy in the cap? There was a... The enemy team stopped capping. Why did the Burask run away? What the hell? Well, that was a good decision. That was a really good decision by the Burask was this far from winning the game. And he decided, well, you know, I don't want to just win. Let me just drive around like a Muppet instead. Where is he? Here to be, oh, there he is. More. And this poor object got 283. He's trying, but oh, there he is. Hi, you moved. Absolutely incredible game. He finishes with 12,087 damage, 6 kills. And he made some credits. But check this out, guys. If you sort the top damage games, right, you got 60 TP, 60 TP, 60 TP, 60 TP. They're all 60 TPs until you get here, and it's a CS 63, 60 TP, 60 TP. If you go to page 2, it's all 60, it's all 60 TPs until you get down here. So like, so many of the top results is 60 TP. Matsu from the Hevra clan is the guy that had that fantastic game in the CS63. Let's watch that one. But you gotta say, it's amazing the information you can get from just a little bit of statistical analysis just by looking at the results that people have posted. It tells you something. You know, it tells you what the dominant... I guess it tells you whatever you can glean from those. You make up your own mind what you think those results tell you. You know what we haven't done? We haven't done the French. You notice the bat chat there? Shoot. We have not done the French nation and just seen what are the top damage results by the French. I'm going to guess AMX50B. Maybe the Foch, maybe the bat chat. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, how did he pen that? Oh my. Oh my, oh my. At that range? Wow. Oh, this Boryak Panzer 100. Now this thing is fast. It's got this quirky turbo mode. I can see where this one just does not dominate the results. The 60 TP is more of a traditional muck it up, you know, get in there and fight like a heavy tank. So it's going to have some, and it's got a high alpha gun. So this one is just a more quirky tank to play. It's more niche-like, isn't it? I guess that's what it is. And I don't know why he's looking up in the air like that. It's just some people play it strangely. But he gets himself into this position. Yes. This one I think is a harder tank to play. I would have to say. But this guy's going to show us how. Oh, this poor Super Conqueror is not respecting the fact. Did he not see him go by? His team shot at him, so he must know. You have no excuse, Super Conqueror. You just saw him drive by. I don't understand some players. All of these guys here, you saw him drive by. You actually shot at him. You said, oh, there he is, and you shot and missed it. And you go, oh, well, I guess he got into a good flanking spot. Well, I guess I'll just sit here and let him farm me now. That is what I don't get about some players. They know. They saw it with their own eyes. He drove by. They shot at him. They missed. He got across to this flanking position. And then he went, oh, well. And they kept poking forward and showing their sides. Like, he made a good move, and it's hard to deal with, but... Like, is it that hard? Like, the correct thing for them to do now is to back up. Say, well, we can't push forward. They've got flanking fire on us. We have to be caught. We got to let them come to us. They're defending. They don't have to move forward. And I just don't get it. Whatever. That's World of Tanks, so that's a topic for another discussion. It's just the complete and utter muppetry of the players. They just have no idea what they're doing. None whatsoever. The correct strategy, obviously, there's two correct strategies. Either move forward en masse and attack with force and wipe them out, or back up. But they've chosen to just sit there in a crossfire. This is good. This is, you know, when your enemy is doing something stupid, just let them keep doing it. That's what they're doing. They're just... I think they think they're on attack mode. This guy's just doing it perfectly. We're just gonna enjoy this because, you know, And if that FE gets some flanking fire, that's some huge flanking fire. That FV215B, he's got a beautiful gun too. And then these guys, they just drove into a crossfire and they're just getting annihilated. They're just getting chewed up. It's just a huge example of the utter clueless stupidity and ineptness of the, like, how many players were there? How many dead tanks are there? There's was that like 6 of them? All of them, all 6 of them, no clue. That's World of Tanks. It's just absolutely oblivious to what's going on around them. I mean, you just wonder, well, why play? Like, really, what? It's like as if you were playing checkers. You're playing checkers with your. You're out camping and you say, hey, you want to play checkers? And you're going to play checkers with your friend, and you set up the board. But every time you start playing checkers, you're trying to teach them you got to go diagonally like this. And if there's a piece, you have to jump them. You must jump. That's the rule. And you jump diagonally, and you can do multiple jumps. And when you get to the back line, you can crown and you can move. You can only move forwards, and you're trying to explain the rules to him. But the only thing he does every time you start playing checkers, after 2 moves, he picks up a couple of your pieces and starts eating them. Right? That's what he does. And you say, hey, stop that. And you smack him. And stop eating my pieces, you idiot. We're playing checkers. He laughs. Then you start playing again, and he moves this forward one. You say, no, you have to move diagonally. And he gets mad. He picks up your piece and eats it again. Puts it in his mouth. After a while, you just say, Jesus Christ. And you don't play checkers with him anymore. You say, it's a waste of time. You win all the time. You got a 100% win rate. It's probably, I got really good statistics. So you could feel proud of yourself that you win all the checker games you play with this moron. And say, my WN8, my checkers WN8 is really high. So you feel really like superior, but really is. Who cares? When do you finally say that it's a waste of time? More importantly, for the guy that eats the pieces, he needs help. Right? These guys that all got annihilated, that we just witnessed, that just sat there, and they need help. Why are they still playing? It's not that hard. I mean, just back up. Okay, I can't. If I stay here, I'm going to get shot from that side and that side. I'll just back up a little bit and let them poke. It's not that hard. Why is this guy facing the wrong way? That guy, what is this object? 257. I can't tell which way what direction he's facing. What direction is he facing, guys? He's a one-shot now. Where's the other? He is facing the wrong way. Well, he's facing the other guys, I guess. I don't know. You guys know what's going on? They're at the risk of losing still. They could actually lose. It's assault mode. But no. Whoa. Ma mère! Team has a minute and 23. The bat chat is going to come. This poor T-55A is thinking, where did all my teammates go? Why are they all dead? Unfortunately, the statistics in this game do not reveal why people play the way they do. But 10,485 damage, which is pretty good. And he lost a shit ton of credits. You guys leave some comments. Let you guys explain it to me. Right? I'm just it's a social experiment, this game. I'm just trying to understand it. Maybe you guys can shed some light on this. I don't know. But I'll read your comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.